It's year 3, and Connor Bedard looks like a completely different animal. The jump from last season to now is night and day. 3 primary assists, then a filthy goal to cap it off. The kid just took over the game. Honestly, we could end the recap right there, boys. But there's way more to love about this one. From Spencer Knight standing tall, to Tyler Bertuzzi doing the dirty work, to the boys stepping up for each other, this wasn't just another win, this felt like a statement. The Hawks rolled into Calgary and handled business, 4-0. Once again, Tyler Bertuzzi played a massive role in that. 2 goals, pure grit, exactly what Chicago brought him in for. Spencer Knight, lights out, stopped all 33 shots for the shutout, calm, composed, not a single rebound hanging around. Burakovsky continues his own hot start, but what really stood out tonight was the compete level. You could feel it. Guys were going to war for each other. Vlasic, Foligno, and Doc dropping the gloves, blocking shots, standing up for teammates. After Frankie took that blatant cross-check from Fabry, everyone rallied. Doc slid for Nazar first, and it became one of those games where you could tell the group wasn't backing down from anything. The rough stuff kept coming, and Chicago matched it every step. Vlasic stood up for more, Foligno answered the bell against Joel Hanley, making sure Calgary knew they weren't taking liberties with the young Hawks core. It wasn't just about the hits or the fights, it was about sending a message. We're not the same team that got pushed around last year. Thankfully, Blashill said he doesn't expect Nazar to miss much time, if any, after the game. He didn't even rule him out of the Wings game on Sunday. The special teams held firm, the defense didn't give Calgary an inch, and every time the Flames tried to push back, Spencer Knight slammed the door shut. From puck drop, Chicago came ready. No waiting around, no feeling out process. Calgary had a quick burst early, a couple of looks, but couldn't find a way through. The Hawks settled in, clogged up the neutral zone, and started playing at their pace. Then, just past the halfway mark of the first period, Chicago went to work on the power play. Bedsy to Burt for his usual ankle-high tap-in, 1-0 Hawks. The second period didn't bring fireworks, it brought more structure. A period that's often tripped the Hawks up this season turned into a pretty solid one. Instead of sitting back, they doubled down, tightening their grip on the game. They owned the high danger chances, forced turnovers, and made Calgary's breakout look like a chore. You could feel it. This wasn't luck, it was a buy-in. The forecheck was relentless, the gaps were airtight, and every time the Flames tried to spark something, it died before it could even start. It wasn't flashy, it was controlled, disciplined, and professional. The kind of hockey real teams win with. Then came the third, and Chicago turned precision into punishment. Just over a minute in, Bedard feeds Bertuzzi, who goes bar down on Dustin Wolf. 2-0 Hawks. 7 minutes later, Bedard finds Burakovsky in the slot, and he buries it to make it 3-0. At that point, Chicago was rolling. And then, for good measure, with 2 minutes left, Bedard strips Morgan Frost clean, weaves through traffic, and tucks it home for an absolute beauty. 4-0, game over. This kid isn't just playing in the league anymore. He's starting to run it. This is the player Hawks fans were promised back in 2023, and now he's delivering every single night. 4 points, a 7-game point streak, 15 points over that span. And as of today, November 8th, he's sitting second in the entire NHL in scoring. 4 points, 3 primary assists, and then he caps it off with a filthy highlight reel goal. Not only was that goal incredible all the way around, it was a milestone. With it, Bedard became the youngest player in Blackhawks history to hit 150 career points. Between the pipes, Spencer has quietly become our knight in shining armor, and honestly, my favorite Hawks goalie since number 50. He was lights out tonight. 33 saves for his first shutout of the season, 6th of his career, and first one in a Blackhawks sweater. Since coming over from Florida, he's exceeded every expectation. Composed and technically sharp, exactly what Chicago's needed for years. The Blackhawks pulled out the Uno reverse card tonight again. That's 2 games in a row now. All season, there have been games where they dominated at 5-on-5, but walked away empty-handed. This time it flipped. Calgary carried more of the even strength play, but Chicago made every chance count. They capitalized on mistakes, buried their looks on the power play, and got a rock-solid performance in net from Spencer Knight. Tyler Bertuzzi is low-key turning his career around in Chicago. 5 goals in his last 2 games, 2 more tonight, and he's been a constant menace around the net. Battling, tipping pucks, doing all the greasy stuff. You can see the full Blashill effect on both ends of the ice. And then there's Andrei Burakovsky. Maybe not the headline guy, but that 3rd goal, that's the difference maker. That's the kind of depth scoring that turns good teams into dangerous ones. Defensively, Chicago was solid. They pushed every mistake, managed the puck with purpose, and completely shut down Calgary's transition game. Every zone exit had structure. Every pair looked good tonight. For Chicago, this is one of those wins that builds belief. You've got your young superstar producing, everyone is fully committed to Blashill's system, Knight is standing tall, and your structure is holding strong. It's been a long time since this team has looked this sure of who they are, but tonight they did. And for the fans, this isn't just another win. It feels different. I'm gonna say it. I think we've got a good team here. 5 points in 5 games on this road trip so far, and now they face the Red Wings on Sunday for a Showtime vs. Bedsy showdown. And I can't wait for that one. When your young phenom is flying, your goalie's playing like a prime Ed Belfour, and the bench is buzzing, that's not luck, that's identity forming. It's November 8th, and the Blackhawks are sitting in a playoff spot. That's a presence this fan base hasn't felt in a long, long time, and it feels damn good.